There are three main features inside of the YouTube Studio app that top creators are using every single day. And I bet you're just scrolling straight past it. Now, you may be using this app to check on views and to check on engagement and wondering why your channel is not growing. But I'm going to touch on some of the functionalities just with using a mobile app that can explode your channel. So I'm going to be trying something slightly different today. I'm going to be sharing my mobile app, what I look at on a daily basis, and what I take action on. And if you are trying to grow your YouTube channel up to 1,000 or over 1,000 followers, this video is for you. And if you're not using this YouTube Studio app at all, you are missing out. I'm going to show you where to go to find it, how to download it, and what metrics to look at immediately. So I'm just going to dive straight on over into the App Store. So here I am inside my desktop, but you can actually see that I'm mirroring my mobile phone. So you can actually see my cursor on this screen. So you should be able to follow along. If you go to the App Store or the Google Play, whichever one you use, just search YouTube Studio and you should be able to find, this is the top search that comes up for me after any ads. You can see the YouTube app here and the YouTube music. I recommend strongly that you download the YouTube app onto your phone and also the YouTube Studio app. And all you need to do is click on it, have a read through, and then it will either say download, or if you have opened it before, it'll just say open. So as this is on your phone, you have the analytics function in your phone wherever you are. So if you are trying to grow your channel on YouTube, whenever you post a new video, it's always good just to take a look at what is going on here. So let me describe what's going on. So you have the name of your channel and then the total number of subscribers, but then you have a channel analytics dashboard here. So you've got views, watch time, subscribers, and then estimated revenue. As you can tell, still this channel is quite junior. And if I was to click on any of these channel analytics, it would pop open the channel analytics tab and it'll be diving into these a little bit deeper. So then you can look at the latest published content, and then you can dive into this, each video that you produce, you can dive a little bit more, open it out and have a look at the analytics of each video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dive straight on over into content. And first of all, we're going to be looking at some of those videos that you've produced. So I'm just going to click view all. It's going to give you a summary, but I'm going to sort by most viewed. So these are my top engaged pieces of content. So as you can see, the first piece of content here, Loom tutorial, how to use Loom video recorder to capture your screen. Next one is Zoom webinar tutorial, how to host a webinar with Zoom. So all you need to do is click into each of these videos, and then it's going to give you a breakdown of the video. So you've got the video thumbnail, the main title here, and you can actually, if you are on the road, you can edit some of this content. You've got a little edit function up here, a little share icon. So if you wanted to share it, or you can watch it on YouTube just from the very top. So in the edit function, you can actually go in and edit the title. You can edit the description. You can take it down from being public. You can turn on or off monetization, and then you can change a whole bunch of these settings. But what this is good for is you can see the current analytics of each video. Just click into analytics and it'll break everything down for you. So from the content, piece by piece, so we're going to be looking at this one video. In the video overview tab, you're going to see the views, the watch time in hours, the number of subscribers this has brought to your channel, and then the estimated revenue. And you can click into any one of these and see a little bit more in-depth analysis here. So you can see your top sources of traffic. You can have a look at since published. You can have a look at first 24 hours, 28 days, 90 days, 365 days. That is for the views. Then you can do the same with the watch hours. As you know, the YouTube metric is watch hours. So if you want to drill down into how many watch hours each video is getting you, you can then see where these traffic or where these eyeballs are coming from. Then you can have a look and you can drill down into subscribers. And ultimately you can see where these subscribers are coming from. So they're coming from the YouTube watch page. So you can really dive deep into each video analytics, and you can have a look at the audience retention, see where people are dropping off. This is a 26% retention. I have had better. And then real-time views. So you can see here, most of my real-time views are coming from external traffic. More on that in a sec. But then you can click on the reach tab and you can dive a little bit deeper into the impressions, click-through rate, the views, and any unique viewers. And you can again see how people are finding this video, and you can see which external sites or apps they're coming from, what YouTube search terms are being used, and then this is a big one here, content suggesting this video. So the first feature I'm going to touch on is how your videos are found, what YouTube is suggesting to actually show your videos after, how people are landing on your video. So you can have a look at some of these content ideas to spark a little bit of an idea of how people are being served your video. Then you can actually have a look at how people are finding this video. So for this one here, 36% of people are finding it externally. So not on YouTube, from external sources. And in those external sources, Google search is 76.9%. So most of the people finding this video are finding them on Google and then coming to watch on YouTube. And this dives in a little bit deeper in terms of the YouTube search terms. The biggest one is Loom, and then followed by how to use Loom video recorder and Loom tutorials. So if you were to type any of these search terms into Google, chances are that you're going to be seeing this video being served up to you. Then you can have a look at the engagement, how people are engaging on this video and in your channel. Then you can have a look at the audience, what type of audience are engaging. Viewers also watched. So this is now, you know how people are finding this video, but then what do they also watch? So this could give you a bit of an idea on what to create next. And again, to broaden your understanding, this gives you a device type, like what are they watching this on? Mostly mine are on computer because I do a lot of how-tos. The age range, the majority are 35 to 44 years old, mostly male and mostly from the United States. So it gives you a good idea here on how your video is being found, who's watching your videos, and then what do they do next. So it gives you a good idea of piecing together that audience journey. So that's the first main feature I want to highlight to you. The next is in terms of, this is video by video. You can go through and have a look at each of these videos. And a lot of my videos here are being served up in Google more than they are in YouTube, and that's how people are finding me. So the next tab I want to go to is analytics. Now from analytics here, you've got the tabs at the top, trends. This is if you have no idea what to create. You could actually start here and see what people are typing in, what actually YouTube is suggesting you create content on, and you can just search topics here and then save them as your favorites. But the biggest one here is overview. You can drill down deeper into views. So this is across your channel now, and then scroll down and you can have a look at your top content. So this is the next feature that I want to really drill in on, your top content. So this is what YouTube is pushing your channel the most for. And if you want to get a good idea of what to create in the future, I would really highlight this point on top content. I would drill down in onto top content. And as you can see, this is the last 28 days. Funny enough, that Loom tutorial is being pushed quite heavily. And I would say click on that 90-day button and have a look, see what has been performing over the past 3 months. And if you have some regular top performing videos, then just have a think about how you could create more videos like that. So let's have a look. Loom tutorial, Zoom webinar tutorial, Hotjar tutorial. So it's easy to see that YouTube thinks that my channel is all about tutorials, tools and tips for building your online business. That's what this channel is all about. So if I wanted to fuel that YouTube algorithm, I would give YouTube what it wants. I would give more tips and tools about how to use softwares, how to use different platforms to grow your online business. So have a look and see what YouTube is serving up the majority of your videos for, and create more content like that. Then from this next tab, the content, you can actually drill down into videos, drill down into shorts, lives, posts, playlists, anything, the type of content that you want to analyze is all in here. So if I went into shorts, it would give me some unique metrics on how viewers engage with my shorts. So stayed to watch or swiped away. So if you've got a really high percentage of swipe away, people won't be looking at your shorts too long and they're just going to be swiping your shorts away. So what you want is a higher stayed to watch than a swipe away. And that just means that people are engaging with your shorts that little bit more than usual. And you can see your top shorts again, using the same strategy on videos. You can have a look, dive into your top shorts and create more of what YouTube wants. And you can do the same with lives, posts and playlists, drilling down onto each type of content if you were looking to grow that format. And if you wanted to move across to the next tab, which is audience, this is a new stat just out, monthly audience. This is audience by watch behavior. So you're having a little bit more analytics about the new viewers, casual viewers, and regular viewers. So again, you can drill down into this aspect and you can see what your channel is made up with. So mine is pretty much made up of pretty much all new viewers, which is great that the fact that it's reaching more people, but the regular viewers, 0.3%. I need to try and entice more people to subscribe to my channel, but the casual viewers are about 5%. So my channel is doing a good job of reaching new customers, but what I need to try and do is retain those customers. So if I was to come back out of that, the third thing that I wanted to share with you is if you go down the content, you have a look for key moments for audience retention. So this is gold. If you haven't seen this before, you need to drill down into what is working. So what it's going to give you is intros, top moments, spikes, and dips. What you can do is you can go into all of these intros and see above typical intros, you have a 71% intro here. So I would have a look at this video and see how I did the intro, because 71% of the people are staying up to that 30-second mark. Another 66%, which is fantastic. Below typical intros, 47 down to 44. Again, watch those videos, analyze the videos that you have produced and think, okay, so why are people actually skipping off this video? Why aren't I getting a better audience retention? Similar with top moments, it's going to give you a list of some of your top moments in different videos. So if I was to click on this one here, so koala writer, there's a top moment in this video. You can see here, this is a really big top moment. It's above my average in terms of audience retention. Again, Google Calendar. There is some top moments here. Again, the little pink section here, people are actually reversing over or rewatching some elements of this video because it's higher, it's above average. So watch this video at these certain points. You can just scrub through it here and have a look and try and analyze this. Why are people watching or rewatching this element of my video? Did you say something that added value? Did you share something that people could go and take action on? Just have a look and try and replicate that in your next videos. And then spikes. So these are elements of this video that is going to have a spike. So people here, you can see there's a spike coming into play here. The next one is probably a bit easier to see. Google SEO, there's a massive spike here. So have a look and re-watch this to see why are people dropping off here, but actually they're either skipping ahead in that video to this point here, or they're reversing back and they're watching this over and over. So that would just indicate a spike. And another one, how to upload videos here. There's another spike here highlighted. Rewatch all of these videos and try and make notes on why you think people are watching, rewatching, or scrubbing straight to these spike elements. And then dips. These are areas where your video hasn't done so well. So if I was to have a look at this one here, as you can see, there's quite a big dip here. So have a look at this video, because you might be saying something like, and that's all for today, or we're coming to the end of our video, or this is the last point that I'm going to cover, and people just tail off. Again, have a look at another one and try and get some trend analysis that you can see, yes, this is right at the end. I've probably said the last point here, right? Let's sum up this video. Your goal is just to try and keep your audience as engaged for as long as possible. So some of the other features with this app then, in the community function, you can respond to some questions. You can ask questions yourself as a follow-up, but really keep your audience engaged. And then you have an earn. So as you can see, my massive channel is earning me £133 every month, being just over 3,000 subscribers at this stage in the game. So there we have it. Hopefully that helps. You can identify how people are finding your videos, how they're engaging with your videos, and then where they're going after your videos have been played. You can understand a little bit more about your channel analytics and try and give YouTube more of what it wants. And then you can analyze what's working and what's not working in specific videos, so that can impact your future content creation. Now I get it, this might all be well and good, but if you're still trying to chase that first 1,000 subscribers, I have a free gift for you. You can head to timpeakman.com/YouTube where you can get access to my free Jumpstart guide. All it is a PDF guide, and I'm going to detail out what you need to do in what order to try and get your first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And let me know in the comments which one of these features has been a bit of an aha moment for you. Which one are you going to actually dive a little bit deeper on? That link once more for your free Jumpstart guide, timpeakman.com/YouTube. And I look forward to seeing you on the very next video.